Yeah. Anyway, it was a very good episode. I really enjoyed it. It's kind of a difficult topic. Death. It's something. I mean, I think everyone can stress a lot about. It's definitely something that sometimes keep me up at night. Not to get dramatic, but it's the truth. Um, even though I would say, I'm not that old. I guess I'm only 23. I do think sometimes about, oh my god, getting older is scary, and I don't know. It's just a scary thought about getting older and then dying and not knowing what will happen next. I mean, if something will happen next. But anyway, let's not get too dark or too down. But I really like the subject matter, and it's really something interesting about, would you rather live forever or not? I mean, one of my favorite books is Interview with a Vampire. Um, I hope I said the title wrong, because I'm not never sure it's Interview with the Vampire or a Vampire. Anyway, it's one of my favorite books, and reading that book really made me reconsider about having the thought about living forever. Like, I think initially you'd be like, of course you don't never want to die and stuff, but will life really be that great if it just continues forever? I don't know. And in this case, it's even a more difficult choice, but because I assumed if people won't die, that they won't really get hurt, or at least their wounds will heal. So when that first guy uh, got stabbed, because got killed with by Xena, I thought when you had to close up the wound, it was going to close up, but that didn't happen. It just stayed open. So they will all keep their wounds. That would make it easier for me, because even though I'm not really sure if I would like to live forever or not, but I'm definitely leaning more towards not living forever, especially if your wounds and stuff don't heal. Like the amount of times I've tripped and stuff and have like little wounds. Imagine if you were living forever, how messy it would become. That's just gross. Kind of reminds me of that movie. Which movie was it? I forgot the name, but like was it Meryl Streep and someone else with and Bruce Willis? Maybe you know the movie I'm talking about. But they were always also living forever, but they also had to be patched up and stuff, because otherwise they will look disgusting. Really reminds me of that. Um, anyway, uh, like I said, I like the storyline. Also, I like the fact that the bad guy wasn't, I guess, so bad after all. He turned around, he accepted his death, and he realized his mistakes. Even though he had those crazy eyes, he was still, you know, open to talk, I guess, because of his wife. Because at first he wasn't like, nah, but luckily his wife, she was the one who actually saved the day, I guess. Of course, with Cena and all that. Tellus, I thought he was bad at first. I just thought, like, he seems too sweet, he seems too perfect, it's not gonna, But I guess I was wrong, because he was a good guy. I initially thought that he immediately died after we first saw him get this chest pains, heart attack, but I guess it was more complicated than that. And he was having it for a year. But I think they did a great job casting him. I did feel for him, especially at the end, and also a special. I want to do a shout out for the music at the scene where he died. The music was beautiful, also how they filmed it, and Gabrielle was like amazing acting, and I liked her with Xena. We had some, I guess, love interests, for lack of a better word, for Gabrielle, but this was definitely my favorite one so far. I mean, with the exception of Xena herself, of course. I liked him. I liked him. I think he brought something to the table. Of course, you could say it's like cliche or something. I don't really care. I think it worked in this storyline. Um, yeah, Hades really bad at pronouncing names again. Sorry. I'm not sure what to think about him, to be honest. I'm not sure if he also showed up in Hercules already. Because I haven't watched it, but I assume like same gods, same world, so it's a possibility. Not so sure what to think about him. I thought it would be a little bit more scary looking, but maybe it's a good thing it didn't go for something too cheesy, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't really memorable. But maybe he will be memorable in the future. I don't know, but it's not really a big deal. He wasn't that important in this episode anyway. So yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.